All right, today we're jumping right into something pretty wild, a metaphysical combat style called Tempest Roma Mode PAX. And the best way to understand it, we're going to break down a training session moment by moment to see what makes this art of defense so unbelievably effective. So where do we even begin? Well, with this quote right here. This is the core philosophy, the absolute bedrock of the entire system. And it sets up a pretty fascinating puzzle, right? How in the world do you win a fight by using nothing but your adversary's own power? That's the big question we're digging into today.
And the answer to that question starts right here with what's called the principle of reflection. This is the heart of mode packs. It's not about throwing punches. It's about making your opponent's own aggression their biggest problem.
So let's get a clear definition. What exactly is mode packs? You know, it's so much more than just a set of techniques. It's a whole philosophy of combat. Its entire reason for being is to take everything an opponent throws at you, all that force, all that momentum, all that raw power, and flip it on its head, turning their greatest strength into their absolute worst liability.
And this is where it gets really, really clever. Think about it. What kind of fighter is most vulnerable to this? It's the aggressive ones, right? The ones who rely on pure force. They're basically giving a mode packs user exactly what they need to win. The harder they come at you, the more power you have to work with. It's like they're handing you the weapon to beat them with.
Okay, so let's put this theory into practice. Our first case study? A straight-up physical attack. How does this reflection idea actually work when someone is, trying to punch you? Let's break down the mechanics.
Now, the very first step is probably the last thing you'd expect. It's not about putting up a block or bracing for the hit. No, it's about going completely inward. You have to find this state of total calm inside yourself, basically becoming the quiet center of your opponent's raging storm.
And this is where the metaphysical stuff gets just wow. By deliberately slowing your breathing, your heartbeat, your blood flow, the user can actually make their bones denser for a super stable anchor. But, and this is key, without tensing up their muscles at all. This incredible calm also sharpens their senses, letting them fuse different perceptions to predict an attack's path before it even gets there.
So, how does this all come together? It's a beautiful four-step flow. Step 1, find that inner calm we talked about. Step 2, anchor yourself. You sidestep the attack and use that increased bone density to become unmovable. Step 3, guide. You don't block the hit, you gently catch their arm or leg and just guide their momentum in a smooth arc. And finally, step 4, release. You just let go, and their own force does the rest, sending them flying. It's just brilliant. Pure physics, powered by metaphysics.
And you can see the light bulb go on for the attacker, Mitsuki, right in this moment. She gets it. She realizes she wasn't overpowered by her opponent's strength. No, she was beaten by her own strength. It's a perfect demonstration of the system in action.
Okay, that's physical force. But what about something you can't just grab? What happens when your opponent stands back and throws a massive fireball at you? Let's see how mode packs handles a totally different kind of threat, elemental attacks.
So for an attacker like Mitsuki, this is the logical next move, right? If physical attacks are just getting turned back on you, you switch to something that can't be touched. So she backs off and unleashes a huge bombardment of flames from a distance.
And the response is, again, completely counterintuitive. There's no dodging, no shield, no block. Instead, Tempest Roma just inhales the fire. I mean, she literally breathes it in, absorbing all that fiery energy right into her body like it's nothing more than oxygen.
You can just see the shock on Mitsuki's face, and this moment reveals something crucial about mode packs. It's not a one-trick pony. It has a whole other layer of defense for exactly this kind of thing. The fire wasn't sent back, it was just gone, nullified.
So let's put these two defenses side by side. On one hand, you've got physical redirection. That's all about contact, using bone density as an anchor to redirect physical force. But on the other hand, you have elemental absorption. That's a no-contact defense. It's all about using that internal calm to match the energy's frequency and just absorb it. It's like having the perfect tool for two totally different jobs.
And the key to this, the secret sauce, is a concept called wavelength matching. The idea isn't to fight the energy or block it, it's to become one with it. A great way to think about it is like tuning an old radio. You have to find the exact frequency of the incoming attack and then adjust your own body's energy to match it perfectly.
When you're on the same wavelength, that massive blast of fire just flows through you without doing any harm. It's incredible.
And here's the best part. It's not magic. It's a skill you can learn. We see Mitsuki get it. Once she understands the principle of wavelength matching, she's able to do it herself. She calms her mind, matches the frequency, and boom, she absorbs the attack. This shows us that mode packs is a real, teachable science.
All right, let's bring this all together for our final section. Because, as we've seen, motive packs is way more than just a clever way to defend yourself. It's a whole philosophy, and its real goal is something much deeper: deterrence.
When Mitsuki finally has her big realization, she sees that the point isn't just to win a fight. It's a complete toolkit for handling conflict. You can absorb an attack, nullify it, or redirect it to make it totally harmless. Or you can use that same incoming aggression to send a message, inflicting just enough damage to make your opponent think twice about ever attacking you again. That's deterrence.
And really, this is the main takeaway. The ultimate expression of this style is to act like a perfect mirror. You force an aggressor to look at themselves and to feel the full consequences of their own power. The pain they feel is the exact same pain they were trying to cause. It's a powerful lesson.
So, that leaves us with one last big question to think about. This whole style really makes you reconsider what power even means. If your opponent's biggest, baddest attack can be turned into their own undoing, then where does real strength lie? Is it in how much force you can dish out? Or is it in your ability to understand, absorb, and reflect it?